Anthony Edwards has been in a little bit of a little baby mama drama situation, and he's trying to pay off a lump sum in child support. And he has got a pending paternity case. He wants to pay 18 years of child support in one payment. So Anthony Edwards has had a relationship with a lady named Aisha Howard. And this is from TMZ. It says, the ongoing legal dispute with Aisha Howard, an influencer known on Instagram as Little Miss Golden, it's a fire name right there, centers on their daughter, Aubrey Summers Howard, born in October 2024. Edwards filed a paternity lawsuit in Georgia, confirming paternity through a DNA test in December 2024, but his ex has expressed no interest in custody or visitation rights. Howard, on the other hand, filed her case in California, leading to a jurisdictional battle. Edwards alleged Howard moved to California to secure higher child support, a claim she denied, presenting a driver's license and birth certificate to support her move before Aubrey's birth. So, yeah, the court did end up filing a ruling in February 2025 that California lacks jurisdiction for the child support, shifting it to Georgia with the hearing scheduled for March 20th, 2025. And in California for custody and visitation rights, that's going to be on a separate date. But yeah, it is really interesting that he's trying to knock this all out in one payment. And I hate to put someone's business out there, but yeah, thoughts on this, J-Rob?
I mean, this is something I've never heard. Paying the full. This is by far the biggest situation I've seen from an athlete where they're saying, I want nothing to do with this at all. I will pay you up front, and I won't have to be in this child's life. Now, this is just still a pretty sad story, if I'm being honest, just from the standpoint of this little girl is not going to grow up with who her dad is, not get to know him. She's going to know he's this famous basketball player 20 years from now and was this big sensation, probably wins a few titles, maybe MVP, and she won't be in his life, and she'll be known as the kid whose dad paid your 18 years up front. I think this is also a level of just irresponsibility from not only Anthony Edwards, but I will also say Aisha Howard. I mean, she's a 38-year-old woman. I think there is, she was previously a dancer at Magic City strip club at one point in her life. She has a baby with...
For sure works Mondays.
Maybe.
That's the big day, maybe. Magic City. And that's what you told me before the show, right?
She shared the baby. Yeah, the wings are good at Magic City.
The buffet in the afternoon, right?
Tuesday afternoon. Left the bubble for those wings.
Exactly.
Wait, but talking about, on topic of Aisha's mom, I believe she's a little baby.
I was just about to say that. She also shares a baby. She also shares a son with rapper Lil Baby. So, I mean, I think this is a lesson for those young athletes out there. I know there's a lot of temptation in the world, but, keep it in your pants. And, there's also just, listen, there are these women out here who are looking for a come up, and you need to be responsible. And I think both parties understood what was going on. And, Anthony Edwards is still, it's not something I would condone at all. And regardless of whether you didn't mean to conceive this child with this woman or not, she is now, you do have a baby with her. And so I think, foregoing your responsibilities, it's not something that I would condone, especially not from a black man.
For sure. I mean, I think, look, it's kind of one of those things where people try to have opinions on this stuff, but you're not a good looking NBA player with $200 million in the bank. It's a little different situation, but you want to see him be a little more, I guess, I don't want to say responsible, but I do think that I hope that Anthony Edwards can figure things out, focus on basketball, focus on his family. Those text leaks that she posted that did not make him look very good. He's like, he said that, because you're bringing in a child in the world that's going to be without a father and all this kind of stuff. And she called him sick. And my favorite thing is when he says, OMG, bye. And he starts laughing and she said, not bye, see you later. So if you've ever been in a relationship with a girl and the text can get kind of heated at times, that was that example. But lump sum for Anthony Edwards. Now,